Alright cunts, welcome back to another video. It's now time for 1992's Sylvania Waters part fucking 2. It's Christmas this week and it's going to be fantastic because Christmas is already a terrible time to be in a shit mood, but arguments are flying around like a bull in a china shop. Do the motherfucking jingle.
Just had the shit since you got out of bed this morning. You drive me insane. I reckon you'd be better off going out looking in the drawers and finding my glasses.
Well, you know me, I never put them away. I just leave them on a bench somewhere, don't I?
You leave them anywhere. They're usually here, there or anywhere.
Peninsula students take to the streets in protest against government cuts to education.
Uncouth men.
Now, being British, I'm not quite sure what that meant, but I'm sure it's not a compliment. So, as I mentioned before, it's Christmas time, and the arguments have been flying around. Paul and his mum are not speaking at the moment, which throws up a few complications about Christmas Day. The show begins with her talking about it with Laurie in the kitchen. Also, Laurie, nice shorts.
He's just raging on that we don't make him feel comfortable when he comes here.
What is he
So he
talking
said he'll
about?
come around on Christmas Day and knock on the door, give us our presents and go. I don't want presents. That was the whole idea this year.
We told him that. No presents. He can't afford it. He needs every penny he can get.
No point in inviting them to the barbecue because it's going to start all over again. I'd rather just walk away from the
Well,
lot.
what's his problem? Why is he like that? What's his trouble now?
I don't know.
You were very upset.
I'm very upset too, Laurie, because I can see your bollocks hanging out the bottom of your shorts. What was it about the 90s and short shorts?
You just didn't want to speak to Paul at that time. I mean, that's, nothing wrong with that. What does he expect you to just go to bed and forget about it? What he said?
He said to me, don't forget you've got children.
Oh,
God, you don't get a chance to forget.
that's for sure.
Paul and Narlene constantly fight over money. Narlene is currently a millionaire with a £1 million house, a selection of boats, eating lobster in nice restaurants, etc. Paul, on the other hand, doesn't earn very much money and is currently on his way to have a baby, so he needs all the pennies he can get, just like Laurie said. I think the basis of the argument is that Paul asked for some money and his mum told him no. Let's jump across to the shit side of town, where Paul and Dion are talking about what Narlene wants them to do.
Paul's mum wants us to save for a house, and I understand, her point of view, but it's impossible. You can't put away $50 a week when you've only got $60 a fortnight to live on. You can't do it. There's just no possible way that you can do it.
During the last episode, Narlene mentioned how easy it was to save $50 a week and that it all adds up in the end, and that Paul spends too much money on animals rather than the things that he should actually get. So I feel for the both of them here. While his millionaire mother is telling them that $50 a week is easy, they've only actually got $60 for 2 weeks, which is, I'm not sure about the economy in the 90s, but it's not great. But let's delve a little bit deeper into why the argument sort of started and why Paul and Dion are so annoyed.
They sort of made it clear that they were going to lend us some money as a deposit on a house, and when we went there with what we were going to do about the house, we got laughed at.
It wasn't right for us. Just being laughed at by a man who's not my father,
It was really
for him to laugh at me
degrading.
and discipline me, it's very hard to cope with because he's not my father.
Paul says he's not my father every fucking 10 seconds in this whole show. And I completely get it if he doesn't like him and he's trying to discipline him or whatever. But to be fair, Paul, it's half his money. If he's going to give you it, then whether he's father or not, it still is. I can sort of understand, if he's laughing at you and sort of taking the piss out of your life, then, you probably have a little bit of a grievance. But even still, you're grovelling money off of him for a house for nothing. And I know it's your mother, which is fine, but she doesn't have to pay you. She's your mum.
Me shutting my mouth and controlling my inner feelings could stop a few fights, I think. All I want to do is just mend the fight we've had just recently. So I'm just staying away and stuff like that. And like, she wants to be happy with Laurie, you know. It's not us kids to say you can't be happy with that man, because she's got her own life, you know. It's taken me a long time to realise that, but I realise it.
I think that's quite well said by Paul, and I understand why he's annoyed. And because I'm not solely on his side all the time, because of the money thing, I think I am more leaning towards their side, because I've seen some other things that Narlene and Laurie do, and I'm not 100% convinced that they're actually genuine people in general. They've done a few things that I think that is fucking snaky. I've seen them lie, tell fibs, exaggerate, etc, etc, and you're about to see it all come to light. Also, they fucking love the drama. She looks all sad and stuff, but they love it. They fucking love it.
We're doing okay.
Okay, what's your version of bad? You just got off a boat to go and eat lobster, and you're like, yeah, we're doing alright. The definition of okay is described as a satisfactory or agreeable acceptance. This woman must have extremely high standards if this is her definition of okay. My definition of okay is turkey Twizzlers, chips and beans, so we're fucked.
This time 3 months ago,
That's very my gully.
my wages were doubled what I get now, and Laurie's were too, and you live to that amount of money. Taking home 770 against 1,200 in the hand.
The amount of money that she's lost in that transition is more than Paul and Dione get in 2 weeks. And you can just listen to her complaining. Just fucking hell, your son is also struggling, mate, and you're moaning about a few £100 when you've already got fucking loads of money. And stuff. Sell your fucking boat if you ain't got any money. Stop going out, you're literally at a bar right now. You obviously don't care about money that much.
Big difference.
Once you've got your own business, you could
If
never
you
go
said to
back
me
working
tomorrow,
for a boss.
Nolene, you don't work again, you're a millionairess, you don't have to work anymore, I would be frightened. I would be frightened. I couldn't stand just doing this. Getting off a boat, eating lobster, eating the prawn.
Oh, I could. I would love
no
it.
Way. No way in the world. No way in the world.
To me, it'd be wonderful to think I do not have to do that ever again in my life.
So what are you going to do?
Travel around the world.
Right, you've done that. What are you going to do next?
I love how she's gone, oh, what are you going to do next? As if travelling the world takes 35 seconds and, you know, you've just done it then. It's finished. Yay, we travelled the world. What are you going to do next? Fucking hell, it would take fucking ages to travel the world, especially if you've got loads of money. Think of all the fucking cool shit you could do. Sorry, I don't know why that wound me up so much, but...
Yeah, I'd play it by ear then. If I had enough money behind me, I would then just do what I wanted to do.
Whatever came next.
Whatever was happening, whatever I
No
wanted
way in the
to do.
world.
To not have a boss
I could not
tell
see
you,
myself.
abuse you at work if you make a mistake. Do this, do that. You're half an hour late. This is wrong, that's wrong.
What would you do?
I'd go to work tomorrow morning.
Yes, but then you would think after a while, oh, we might go for a trip to so-and-so.
No.
If I didn't have to have any worries, and you didn't have to have any worries, and we could just go away for a month, and it wouldn't matter if we were away for a month or 2 months or whatever.
I think it's normal human nature.
It's everyone's dream.
But Laurie, who am I going to shout at if I've got no job to go to? Oh, wait a second. I shout at fucking everyone anyway.
If I won $1 million, I'd put 30,000 in my hands, in our hands, and say, Rorio, what do you want?
You wouldn't get much for 30.
It's time for a new character. This is Yvette, which is Laurie's son's wife. She gives her opinion on Laurie and Narlene.
Things that's made them successful, I'd say Nolene's very business orientated. She's got a firm hand. She knows she's very good with business dealings, and she gets straight to the point. She won't muck around about what she wants. Laurie, he's also very business minded too, very firm handed. So I suppose when you put them both together, you got very firm hands.
From what I've seen of her so far, she seems like a really nice person actually, and is quite a good addition to the family. You can see there that she struggles to think of anything else to say apart from how hard-ass they are and how much they crack down on people. They got very firm hands. With Christmas looming, it's time to decorate the tree.
And then we'll put the little top on the Christmas tree.
All right, okay.
And that will cover up all the... You know what everyone's going to say, well, Christmas, you've got that stuff on.
Look, no, they can say what they like. This is our
Doesn't
Christmas.
go, I don't.
Our Christmas tree. We do it the way we want to do it.
Sorry, what did you say, Laurie?
They can say what they like. This is our
Doesn't
Christmas.
go, I don't.
Our Christmas tree. We do it the way we want to do it.
Yep, Just the last bit, the really, really high-pitched bit. Can you do it again? I've got an idea.
Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive. Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive. Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive.
A man who's not my father.
General Laurie there with Jungle is Massive. So as Christmas is nearer and nearer, a present delivery is here for Narlene and Laurie. They have a little discussion about Paul over their new expensive toy.
I want a couple of strong fellas to give me a lift shortly.
Now you mean to say I am not going to fall in the water?
No, you won't tip off that.
It won't fall over.
I've got to go back up and pick up the logbooks. The bloke that's got them wasn't there, but it's all, they've registered and everything for us.
I don't suppose there's any fuel in it, is there?
Oh, they've registered. I'd say they've pre-tested and everything. It should have.
I just rang Dione.
Yeah.
And Paul answered the phone. And I said, oh, could I speak to Dione, please? He said, who is it? I said, your mother.
Didn't you know who it was?
Is that what really happened, Narlene? Or are you telling fibs? Thanks to the beautiful power of video editing, let's have a quick look back at what you actually said.
Hello, it's Mum here, dear. How are you? Please, he said, who is it? I said, your mother.
Firstly, you told him who was ringing. You said, hello dear, it's Mum. Secondly, what do you gain from making him look bad? What do you gain from this? Apart from brownie points with Laurie, obviously.
Is Dione there? I'm just ringing to see how she is. How is she? Yes? Eh? I'm not really... Oh, I suppose yes, I am lonely, yes. Are you? Oh, well, that's good. Is Dione there, dear? Thank you. You're still not talking to me.
I think you're fine, Narlene, that he just spoke to you. And, you know, for a good 30 seconds. So I don't know where you're getting this from. It's all in your little paranoid head. And you rang up and asked if Dione was there. You didn't even want to speak to him. So this is what I was saying earlier about them being genuine. She really does love pushing the boat. The drama and stuff, she loves it. She absolutely aims for this. And to my surprise, Laurie also knows that she's like this and that she exaggerates. And he is no perfect angel by any means, but at least he's aware, because Narlene thinks she's telling the truth. She thinks she's relaying that information exactly how it was done, which is just not the case. It's not the case at all.
Oh, Narlene tends to, in my mind, she tends to be, she'll exaggerate. Someone will tell her something, or she'll hear something, and I'll hear her telling someone else the story, and she does exaggerate it. It'll be changed. If it was 3 people run over, it'll be 10 people will run over.
You're in big fucking trouble, Laurie, mate. You do realise this is going out on national television. It's not like she's not going to see what you just said. And you lost her glasses this morning and she fucking went apeshit. So you're in trouble now, boy. So one of the biggest pressures at Christmas is obviously money. And Paul has been struggling with money for ages, and obviously they got into the argument about money in the first place. It's now got to the point where Paul has asked his mum to borrow some money. And obviously there are conditions attached to that because she's in charge.
Sweetie, kill it. Don't keep talking about it. It's over. I would like you to apologise to Laurie. Of course it does. If we give you money, it's half his money. Now, do you wish to speak to him and apologise, or are you going to keep this going?
Okay. It's Paul, is it? Hello? Yes, mate. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, mate, that's for sure. As far as I'm concerned, bygones be bygones, that's for sure. Okay, mate, see you then. Ta-da, bye-bye. I think he hung up. Did you want to speak to him? Sorry.
Well, I think it's nearly time I had a drink.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should deal with your family problems. Have a fucking whiskey, it's Christmas. I'm also just going to say quickly, Laurie just didn't give a fuck. The look on his face when he's apologising. Yeah, no worries, mate, yeah, fine, yeah, good, yeah. Just a yes man. I believe that it was all just principle for Narleen to get the things that she wanted.
She gets straight to the point. She won't muck around about what she wants.
So, Narleen and Paul have now made up a bit. So it's a few days before Christmas, and they decide to meet up and have a chat again. And Narleen asks Paul a very interesting question, and the answer causes some very awkward looks around the room.
What do you want for 1992, Paul?
Eh?
What do you want in 1992?
At the end of the year, I'd like a house.
You've gone and put your foot in it, Paul. You've been asking to borrow money, and now you're talking about getting a house. The face of your mother alone says everything. No words are needed. You just have to look at Narleen's face when he says house.
I want to have enough money for a house. That's all I want.
I can't tell if Narleen's angry at him or if she's having a stroke.
So if you're going to give me anything, just money. So I can save it.
We're not talking
For a
about
house.
Christmas, Paul. We're talking about what do you want from the year in 1992.
Oh, the baby born in January. Early January.
I love how Narleen's like, right, fuck this, I'm having a ciggy, mate. You know, I can't listen to my boy any longer. Fucking spark me a ciggy.
And I want it to be all healthy, that's all. When that baby's out, I just want to see it nice and healthy, no problems, and I'll be happy. That's all.
And
Possum to be healthy as well, you know, no complications.
And
Get married, yeah.
good. Don't forget it.
Sorry, Possum.
So the big day has arrived. It's Christmas, everybody. Yay. And in Sylvania Waters, Santa comes a little bit differently.
In Sylvania Waters, Santa has a totally different way of arriving. See, he'll come on a boat and give us lollies, and we'll chuck him 6 packs of beer.
I always knew Australians were a little bit strange, but this is fucking mental. Santa comes on a boat and you swap lollies for a 6-pack of beer. It's literally the most Australian thing I've ever heard in my life. The other thing that fucking concerns me is what the fuck is that atrocious, terrible music coming from the boat? It sounds like something from a fucking Hollywood Christmas horror movie. It's fucking awful. Honestly, I've got this vision in my head of just Chucky dressed as Santa coming towards you with that music in the background.
Did you just say there's no mince pies? Kill him. Fucking kill him. He's only got lollies and packs of beer. Maybe it's under his beard. 1 solitary can of Foster's. You fucking mad?
I don't have any blow-ups with Laurie's children. I only have them with my children.
I don't mean to sound a cunt, Narleen, but I think that says a lot more about you than it does your children. I think I'm going to call it a day there, and Christmas is done and finished. Well, it's not. There's a lot more happening at Christmas, but I'll do that in the next episode. It's taken me fucking ages to do this. Like I said, I'm sorry that it's shit, but oh well. Because it's YouTube, I have to say all this shit. If you liked it, give it a like. If you fancy subscribing, do it. Kill your nan, etc, etc. Right, cheers guys. See you fucking later. Bye.